Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you folks doing? Welcome here. Welcome to WrestleMania 12. Conman's going to be watching this event for the very first time ever. And honestly, guys, I am so excited to watch this thing. I have only seen a snippet of the main event of Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, the 1-hour Ironman match. I have never seen the Backlot Brawl. I have not seen Savio Vega versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not even sure if he's Stone Cold yet. Like, this is going to be an interesting show. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are as well. It's great to have you, but let's just jump in to our Conman certified roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got J Money Jeff. How you doing? We got Ross Blocks. Welcome to the stream. We got the Best Gamer. We got Kaylee Sproul. Welcome. We got Money Man Robbie. How you doing? We got ourselves King of Fate. We got Raul Kapar. Says never do that again. Can't promise you that. We got Jason Dreamer. How you doing? We got Cubs fan up in here. We have Ghost Rider. Welcome to the stream. We got ourselves Steve Taylor. How you doing? Good to see you. We got Kakapopo. Welcome to the stream. We got ourselves Savio and Brown. How you doing? Slim Jim. Love that name, actually. Slim Jim. We got ourselves Lil Mikey Myers. Welcome to the stream. OP Fishy. How you doing? Judy Freeman. Nice to see you. We got ourselves Text-Based Wrestling Fan. Welcome to the stream as well. Steve Callen. Nice to see you. Nicole McQueen. Not Noel. I just said Christmas in French. Noel, Feliz Navidad. Anthony Olmstead, how you doing? We got ourselves Jovan up in here. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you as always. And we got ourselves Ahmed Smiles. Welcome. All right, everyone. So today, WrestleMania 12. If you don't know how these streams work, basically what we do is we have the time over there on the side. And we are going to sync that time up to the actual event on the WWE Network. Now, if you are interested in watching along with us, we are watching WrestleMania 12. It is 2 hours and 48 minutes, so maybe you need to, I don't know, find some spare time today or something like that to sit down, but it's going to take just shy of 3 hours to get through. And this is from 1996. It aired March 31st, 1996. So I was 1 year old. Actually, I wasn't even a full year old yet when this pay-per-view was released. So I've never seen it in its entirety. I've only seen a snippet of the main event. And besides that, I've seen nothing else across the board. So I'm excited to watch this. So let's get into this, everybody. We're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1... go.
It is the dream of the challenger to become champion.
All right, we are on.
In a lifetime of yearning.
And I'm also going to turn down the WWE Network just a little bit. That way we don't get copyrighted like 2 pay-per-views ago. But this is the March to Mania, everybody. And let's review what is going to be on this card today. So I'm actually really excited for this one. So today we got ourselves Ahmed Johnson, Jake Roberts, and Yokozuna versus Camp Cornette, which I believe is Owen Hart. Oh, God, I'm going off of memory. Who's Camp Cornette? Owen Hart. Shoot. Owen Hart. Damn it, I can't remember. Guys, who's in Camp Cornette again? Damn it. Owen Hart.
The challenge overcome. One man expended will breathe loneliness. Unwilling to surrender.
You guys will probably be able to tell me, won't you? And we'll definitely find out in just a little bit. How you doing, J Money Jeff? Good to see you. Oh, and Ahmed Smiles, or not Ahmed Smiles, sorry. Nightmare Inferno dropping a 5-bomb talking about him. Bulldog Invader. Thank you. Bulldog and Vader. There it is. So Camp Cornette. Yeah, he had Vader. Cool. Vader. So this should be a good show. So we got ourselves our first donation of the day from Mr. Nightmare. Sorry, I don't know what I'm going with there. I was going to try to do the Vince McMahon impression, you know, when he goes, "You're fired." I can't even get my voice like that. Nightmare Inferno. Something like that. How you doing, man? Good to see you. That actually hurt my throat. I'm never doing that again. That legitimately hurt. I need some water. Like, that was not smart on Conman. That was not smart.
I can't wait for the Backlot Brawl, because Hot Rod, when Goldust gets through with you, you'll never work in this town again.
Hey, Cameron. How you doing, buddy? Cameron Andrews. Good to see you. It's Vader time. Vader time, boys and girls. Let's get it. Vader. Wait, hang on one sec. Was Vader like this, or was he like this? I know Big Daddy V did this at one point. One sec. Or was he out to the sides? What was Vader's hand signal again?
He is ready for WrestleMania.
I can't remember. I don't know enough about Vader. I'm really noticing that. Oh yeah, by the way, this is something I really want to address here in the live chat. We have had some issues when it comes to people sharing personal information with individuals who they do not know here in the live chat. I want to remind you, no matter how pretty the girl may seem, or how attractive the guy may seem, or whatever the person, maybe it's somebody famous or what have you, it's out to the side. It was out to the side like that. Vader's out like that. Remember, you do not know who is on the other end. It is just a profile picture. It is just words in a text box. You do not know who is on the other end. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do not share your personal information with anybody online, especially in just a live chat room, okay? Please do not do it. It is for your own safety. It is for your own protection, okay? Please be cautious when you're here online, okay? What I gotta say about it even further is we are also going to be taking action to further protect you guys here in the live chat. It is on us for not catching it sooner. It is on us, our moderators, and myself to be more vigilant when it comes to individuals in the chat who may seem sketchy. We will be removing people from the chat who are obviously impersonating somebody else. And we will not be allowing that to further go any further. It is on us for allowing it to get to the point when it did. We didn't catch it soon enough, and we apologize deeply for anything that may have happened. But it also is on your guys' end to make sure that you do not share your own personal information, okay? So, oh man, this might be Yokozuna's last Mania, isn't it? So yeah, just stay safe, okay? Stay safe. That's all you gotta do is just stay safe. But man, what a weird team this is. Jake Roberts, Ahmed Johnson, and Yokozuna. What a weird tag team. What a weird combo, man.
Look at the snake eyes behind Ahmed. This is not fair. See, me and Cornette are both afraid of snakes. Look at this. Wait a minute. Look at this. Toe to toe. Look at
Wow, Vader and Yokozuna going right at it. Here we go. First match of the day. So let's get, like I said, this donation going here. So it's Owen Hart, Bulldog, and Vader. All right, for Team or Camp Cornette, I should say. So now we got a 5-bomb right here from Nightmare Inferno, and this is towards Ahmed Smiles, the latest winner of the CMU draw. Man, Vader sent over the top rope.
Ahmed Smiles, a little advice for you, kid. You better watch your back when you debut, because you never know who's gonna be lurking in the darkness.
Unbroken says, yeah, man, it's up to the person if they want to share their personal information, not other people. Here's the thing, Unbroken. You've got a lot of people who don't have fully developed brains in this chat, and that is not a shot at anybody here. We've got a lot of people who are not 25 years old. That means, like, as from a male perspective, I don't know what age the female brain stops developing. I think it's a little bit earlier, or at least reaches full development. We don't have people with fully developed brains yet in this live chat, meaning that they could be susceptible to predators online. I'm not about to let that happen in this live chat. I am going to reiterate once again, please do not share your personal information with anybody here in this live chat or online, okay? We will be blocking the individual, and we will be removing the individual from the chat, because that is just not what we are doing here, okay? It is not. It is not just based on that person, because that person might be 15 years old thinking that they've got a friend online And that friend is actually some 39-year-old virgin in the basement trying to get a dick pic from some 14-year-old kid, okay? I know this is a very random topic, but I'm very passionate about this. This will not be accepted in this live chat. 1,000% will not be accepted in this live chat.
That's what brother-in-laws are all about, McMahon. Their family looks like sharks in a feeding frenzy right now.
Okay. So, we got ourselves a tag there from Owen.
Come on, ref, get Owen Hart out of there. Owen Hart, just last night in a slam, he's taking credit for putting Shawn Michaels.
Guys, we don't need to also share our age. It's all okay, my friends? No need to share our age. We're all good. We're all friends here, and we'll just look after each other, okay?
And Owen Hart, that pesky individual back
Uh-oh.
Yokozuna. And Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, man.
Like to team up.
So today this card is going to be interesting. So we've got ourselves Ahmed Johnson, Jake Roberts, and Yokozuna versus Camp Cornette, and that's the match that we're witnessing right now. We're also going to get Roddy Piper versus Goldust in the Hollywood Backlot Brawl. That's a cinematic match, and it was way ahead of its time, and I've never seen it, so I'm very excited to see that. Hey Ghostface, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. We got Savio Vega versus Steve Austin. Never seen that match. We got Ultimate Warrior versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley. So literally early days of Triple H. Never seen that one. We got ourselves Diesel versus Undertaker. Never seen that one. And we have Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. I've only seen a snippet of it. So like literally today, this card is brand new to me. I've never seen these matches. I think I know the results of... I might be wrong. I might not even... I might only know the results of one match. I guaranteed that I know the results of one. Actually, I'm guaranteed I know the results of two. And I think I know the results of three. There we go, yeah. But we'll just see here today what ends up happening. What did you guys think about Ahmed Johnson? This guy was just a beefcake. I don't know how else to say it. This guy was just muscles where muscles shouldn't be. Couldn't speak worth a damn, but like, yeah, his promo game was weak, but like Ahmed Johnson, man, like, woo.
Lights out. From behind, Vader coming in and leveling Ahmed Johnson. Johnson on his feet, maybe not for long. He could be, oh, wait a minute, coming off and, no. Backflip.
You heard about country music singer Larry Gatlin? No, I have not. Who's that? Who's Larry Gatlin? Never heard that name before. It's been a while since I've been here. Hope you're doing well. Well, Chaos, welcome back to the stream, my friend. Good to see you. Is that the Chaos from the CMU? If it is Chaos from the CMU, it's really good to see you. And I also believe we saw Thunderstorm a little bit earlier. Thunderstorm, it's good to hear from you as well. Hopefully you're doing well. We got ourselves a $5.49 Canadian donation right here from Chuck Francesco. Thank you so much, my friend. He says, what's your favorite Mania through the first 11? WrestleMania 3 was really good. I enjoyed... It might be Mania 3. Yeah, Mania 3. Mania 3. Boom, boom, boom. What's your guys' favorite Mania throughout the first 11? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Mania 3. We'll see you later, Nightmare Inferno. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. But Chuck Francesco, I appreciate your donation right there.
What's your favorite Mania through the first 11?
Why is text-to-speech on? Why is text-to... What? Why is... Oh, wait, text-to-speech should be... No, I'm stupid. Sorry, everybody. I'm stupid. That's supposed to happen. I got my mind backwards there for a second. WrestleMania 9, fair enough. 3 because of Steamboat versus... Yeah. Steamboat versus Savage. That match was incredible. It still lives up to the date. Still really lives up to the date here. Oh, okay, so Impact Wrestling. All right. We've got something we can talk about. So, I've been doing some thinking. And I know this is literally going to seem like a quick turnaround because as of last night, I said I was doing Impact Wrestling tonight. I'm wondering if it's better off not streaming Impact and just doing the pay-per-views and getting our channel associated with that, because that is what's going to happen right after WrestleMania, because we will be dropping Impact Wrestling right after WrestleMania and going to NXT on Tuesdays. But also I have concern because it is not guaranteed NXT is going to Tuesdays. So what that could mean is if I do stop streaming this, I fall out of the loop of Impact Wrestling for a little bit. And I don't know for certain that NXT will guaranteed take over the Tuesdays. So I'm not too sure. I'm leaning more so towards not streaming Impact. But I'm also wondering if I should just follow through streaming every single Tuesday until then. Because here's the thing. I'm looking at what I've got coming up. I'm looking at the work schedule, and I'm not complaining about work whatsoever, okay, guys? Not at all. I'm trying to think what would be best for mental health and what would be best for your guys' viewership. So let's talk about this. So for the rest of March here, we've got 1, 2, 3 more Tuesdays until there's the Hall of Fame on the 6th, okay? And the Hall of Fame we are going to be streaming here on this channel. So we've got 3 Tuesdays. Today's Tuesday, the 23rd, the 30th. Those 3 Tuesdays are left, so 3 Impact Wrestling live streams. Then at that point, we would be done streaming Impact Wrestling because we would do the Hall of Fame on the 6th. NXT is supposed to happen on the 13th after WrestleMania, and I believe NXT is supposed to be moving permanently to Tuesdays after that. Granted, we don't know for certain, but that seems like what's going to happen. It seems like what the rumors are, and it seems like that. Big splash in the corner from Vader. Nicely done. So if I'm looking at that schedule, that means I get probably about the next little bit, not having too many weeks off, not too much time off, obviously, but that would give me the next 3 Tuesdays off, 3 Tuesday nights off. We would still do the old live streams here, or the old school live streams right here, and then we would cover nothing on the Tuesday night until Hall of Fame. It would give me a little bit of breathing room. It really would. Because then we go into Mania week, which is going to be 12 days straight of live streams, of watch-alongs. So I'm just wondering if my mental health would probably be better if I had a little bit of a break before then, but also at the same time, I don't want to screw you guys over because I know you like the stream. So what do you guys think? What's your honest-to-God opinion? Just like when I was talking about moving the pre-shows from Mondays to Fridays, which we are going to do as well. So Fridays we are now going to get there. And then Raul says, and no Valheim or Minecraft that week. I'm not certain about that. We might still do it. But if I'm looking for a little bit more of a break, then I think we would end up dropping it just for that week. Just for those 2 weeks, whatever. So some people saying drop it. Some people saying I think would be fine if you don't, especially if it's for mental health. You do Yukon, don't strain yourself, your decision. Whatever keeps your mental health in check, I can relate. Not a huge fan of Impact. Said Impact isn't the best viewing stream for your channel, but once again, it's up to you. Drop Impact. Interesting. Okay. Well, sometimes it's easier to get people's opinions when there is a poll. So, with our 3 weeks remaining of Impact Wrestling live streams, what should we do? 3 weeks of Impact left. What to do? Stream it or drop it? Okay, so here we go, guys. Let me know. 3 weeks of Impact Wrestling left before it switches over to... Well, before we switch over to doing something else on the Tuesdays. Do either vote stream or vote drop right here in the live chat. vote stream or vote drop right in the live chat to let me know what you guys think I should do. Man, Yokozuna hammering away here on Big Vader. Because here's the thing. I am so excited to stream NXT on Tuesdays. I'm so excited to give the NXT viewership what it needs. I'm so excited to do that, and I can't wait to bring NXT to Tuesdays. I also want to say if NXT does not move to Tuesdays, we will continue doing Impact Wrestling, okay? Like, let me put that out there right now. We will continue to do Impact Wrestling if NXT does not switch to Tuesdays. Just putting that out there, okay? We will also continue to stream all the Impact Wrestling pay-per-views on the Saturdays when they've got, you know, their Rebellion, their Impact Plus shows. Those events we will continue to stream because I think it will be a good way for us to kind of keep track with what's going on in Impact Wrestling without falling too far behind. So I think that's what will continue to be the plan. Okay. Raul says, wait, I just realized you won't be live with the pre-show on April 5th, which is my birthday. Here's the thing, Raul. I don't know. We might do like a post-Mania. Oh, wait, April 5th. No, that's not post-Mania. That's the first one. No, I won't be live with the pre-show. Nope, won't be live with the pre-show, my man. Oh, Vader drop. Vader bomb. It's over. Wow. Big Vader just destroyed him. That was actually an entertaining match. I heard that this pay-per-view wasn't very good, but the card looks solid. Yeah, all right. Well, there you go. Vader picks up that win. That was a solid match. It was a very solid match for Camp Cornette. So Vader, Bulldog, and Owen Hart. I'll be there on Friday, so you can wish me a birthday then. All right, I'll try to remember, my man. You'll have to probably remind me. Then it works out well. Then either way, you're going to return to streaming something and get a break. Perfect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate you guys understanding. I appreciate you being reasonable about it, because either way, we will return absolutely to streaming something on Tuesdays. Other than this right here, because I think that these are perfect. It is a great way that we can watch wrestling and I can chat about whatever is going on the channel. We can have a little bit of time to kind of converse and get the chance to sit down and talk about whatever we need to converse about. Yeah. So either way, we will return to streaming stuff on Tuesday nights on April 6th. So, no Impact Wrestling live stream tonight on the 16th. No Impact Wrestling live stream on the 23rd. No Impact Wrestling live stream on the 30th. Okay? 3 weeks, no Tuesday night live streams. On the 6th, we return for the Hall of Fame. On the 13th, we return for NXT. And if NXT does not continue going on Tuesdays, starting on the 20th, we will return to Impact Wrestling. Okay? So once again, NXT will take over the Tuesday live streams on the 13th. If they continue remaining on Tuesdays beyond the 13th, if they continue streaming. Wow, English is tough. I'm confusing you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me start back yet again, okay? On the 13th, NXT begins. If they continue on the 13th,
her abilities and the abilities of Goldust. As we take you now, ladies and gentlemen, stand by.
I can't get this out. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Because apparently I don't. My good God. We will stream NXT on Tuesdays if it goes to Tuesdays. If it doesn't go to Tuesdays, we'll stream Impact Wrestling starting on the 20th again. There. Sweep my hands. We're done. My God, I'm confusing. All right. Here we go.
Look at the mind games. What are we going to get here? Constant mind games by Goldust. Wait a minute. Now I do it.
All right, this is that Backlot Brawl. This is my first time seeing this thing. Goldust versus Roddy Piper. Oh, wow, what? Holy crap. Roddy going right after this. This is back in 1996. This, wow, okay, this is ahead of its time. This is so ahead of its time. Holy crap, did this start the whole cinematic match stuff? Is this before Matt Hardy? Dear Lord. Oh my God! Dear Lord! Piper is destroying him! God, right into the catering table. Yeah, this is so ahead of its time. Oh. Oh! God, the trash can across the back of Goldust. This match wasn't actually cinematic, was it not? I thought it was. Was it not? Hang on, that's not right. It is cinematic, is it not? Isn't it half cinematic, half actual match?
This is vintage Piper. Piper has been incensed.
Let me see here.
Oh no.
Hollywood Backlot Ball. First cinematic match. It ended in the ring. Yeah, so it ended in the ring, right? This is Piper's last match in the WWF, too? Are you kidding me? Wow, Piper just hosing him down. This feels so real. This feels like a legit fight, doesn't it? We got ourselves Chuck Francesco dropping a 7-bomb. Thank you so much, Chuck. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. He says, this is one of the better Decline era pay-per-views, which is often forgotten because Mania 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11 were tough. Well, Chuck, so far I'm enjoying it. I was told that this pay-per-view sucks. But so far, the first match was solid. Now we got ourselves a Backlot Brawl match. Like, what? This is cool. This is really solid. It not gonna lie, feels like it could keep pace with the current day and age of WWE. But thanks for the 7-bomb, Chuck. Man, I can't believe the Undisputed Era is also done. Can't believe it's over. Boom. Oh God, Piper went head first into the side of the trash can. Lord.
Which is often forgotten because Mania 6, 7, 8,
Uh-oh.
9, 11
Is this the car chase? Oh God. Goldust. Oh, hit the car. Wait, Goldust. Oh my God. What? He just hit Piper. Piper's on the hood. Piper's on the hood. Holy crap. The trash can going right with them. What the hell? Oh my God. Dear Lord, Piper just got hit by a car. Hit and run from Goldust. This is incredible. Oh, is he going for that car? Is it going to be a car chase? It's going to be a damn car chase. Look at the blood from the hand of Piper as well. This is so cool. Here he goes. Roddy Piper chasing down Goldust. Here's the cinematic part. Oh, is that going to happen later? What? Does it continue later? Or does it continue right away?
All I can say, I'm happy that's over with. Uh-oh.
Wow, so it continues later?
Next matchup, back here in Anaheim, ladies and gentlemen, at the pod.
Oh, it's time for the Ringmaster.
The crowd is stunned.
You guys ready for Steve Austin? Wow, this is a young, early Steve Austin with the $1 Million Championship over his shoulder. with Ted DiBiase by his side.
Where are they going?
The Ringmaster.
Running down into the streets or something?
CMU related question. When are you planning to bring in the new superstars? Right after Con Mania. Right after Con Mania. It didn't make any sense to add in new people on top of the new people we had just added. So I'm going to be adding them in right after Con Mania. And the 3 people that we've got to add in are Michael McVeely, John Blum, and Ahmed Smiles.
Obviously, anything can happen here, Vince, and I'm standing here with Savio. Savio, the biggest match of your life, but right now I'd like to take you back to last weekend on WWF Superstars. Because of a random drawing, you drew Stone Cold as your partner, and there we see
A random drawing drew Stone Cold as his partner. Man, they even really tried to make random tag team matches make sense back then, didn't they? They looked at their show and they said, okay, what's going to make this make sense from this week to next week? Maybe it wasn't always the best stuff, but they certainly tried to make it make sense, didn't they?
advancing and winning the tag team titles this past weekend on Superstars. After he still had the $1 million dream on a victory, you saved the kid from trouble, then you felt the effects of that $1 million dream. Tonight, do you have a way to avoid this, a counter for the $1 million dream?
Finally, my dream come true, Steve Austin. I'm at WrestleMania against the guy I want to fight.
Who is Savio Vega anyways? What's his claim to fame? Hey Hub City, how you doing, buddy?
Ready for anything.
Alrighty, there you have it. Hold on to your hats, fans.
So,
To you. Thank you very much, Doc. I'm very excited.
Juan Rivera is the guy who plays Savio Vega. So a Puerto Rican professional wrestler. He's known for his work in the World Wrestling Council, where he won the WWC Universal Heavyweight Championship 3 times and the WWC Puerto Rico Heavyweight Championship 3 times. During the 1990s, he worked for the WWF, initially under a mask as Kwang or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce that name. He later portrayed Savio Vega, the eventual leader of the Puerto Rican stable Los Barroqui. What? Los Bor... Whoa. Los Bar... I don't know how to pronounce this word. Hang on.
Boricua,
Los Barrica.
Boricua,
Los Barrica.
Boricua,
Los Barrica.
Boricua.
Los Barrica. All right. Los Barrica. Cool. There you go.
Here at WrestleMania. Look out, he's going after. Go ahead. Going after the $1 million man.
Yeah, just kind of there. Just kind of a guy who was there. Probably influential in his,
Did not work. No, sir. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
through his work.
Now, down to the canvas.
Don't know much about him.
And Savio Vega with Austin throws him back into the ring. Savio
He's
Vega
still wrestling in MLW? Well, there you go.
this. I don't know if anyone really expected
Still wrestling in MLW.
like this early on. But,
Colin, this might sound interesting, but do you customize your characters for the CMU? Yes, I do, my friend. Yes, I do. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame by Razor Ramon, if I remember correctly. Well, there you go. Every time you just made it on. Did a few minutes of overtime at work. Hey, Con Man, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man. Hopefully you enjoyed that overtime at work. Hopefully you got paid. I believe you did. I don't know. Overtime work always, usually time and a half. Maybe not. I don't know. But good to see you there, Cowboy 420. Hopefully you're doing well on this Tuesday afternoon. There's the Ringmaster. Goes into the cover. Shoots the half kick out by Savio Vega.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, the only individual worthy of being known as the $1 million champion.
I would say that the Los Bees, as I had to call them at the time, had a super cool theme. Well, there you go. Archie Ghost asking me, how is Raw for me? I personally thought it wasn't that bad. I think I've seen a lot worse Raws. I think that they did a decent job trying to present the show as it was. I think they could have done better in certain aspects. I believe it wasn't always the most exciting show, but I also believe that they did a decent job. If I had to give it my rating, I gave it a 7.75 out of 10. That might be a little bit high. I was at 7.6 throughout the show. I really did enjoy the main event, so I bumped it up to a 7.75. Thought it was solid. Really thought it was a solid show. A lot of people didn't agree with me, and that is A-okay. A lot of people thought that it was a perfect show, and it was not a perfect show. A lot of people thought it was absolute trash, and I didn't agree with that either. I was more so towards the top end of stuff. I was more so towards the just okay good, somewhere in that range, as opposed to the great range.
Oh, we've lost him. Roddy
But Stone Cold here on the offense with Savio Vega. This is obviously well before Stone Cold was super popular. Well before it. Oh, nice move right there from Savio. Big clothesline. Doesn't knock him down, though. We should get a new poll going as well, guys. What question should we ask you?
You know, if you just pal around with DiBiase a little bit, he'll give you a lot of words of wisdom. You know what he told me the other day? What was that? Money is not the root of all evil. The lack of money is the root of all evil.
Savio Vega, from what I know, is not in the Hall of Fame himself. Okay, well, let's refer to Google to back it up, because now we've had one person say he was inducted and another person say he wasn't. So let's take a look.
Rod, what's going on out there? Have you got any? It seems to me like stay away. We lost him again. They were gonna have a demolition derby.
So that was Roddy Piper just calling in. Interesting.
We'll keep you posted as we can with Mr. Piper's.
So Savio Vega,
Savio Vega now coming off the rope. Wait a minute, look at this. Vega, yes, that can do it. 1, 2, and yeah, no. Whoa. So very, very close.
No, I don't see the Hall of Fame. I don't see the Hall of Fame here, guys.
Down he goes. 2 in. No. There we go. That'll do it. Yes. Beautiful.
Unbroken says, let's just Google it because we know they never compromise the facts. With an investigative look right there. Yeah, I know, man. I know, but let me tell you something. It's a lot more reliable than two people on a live chat. It's a lot more reliable than that. So he is not in the Hall of Fame. He's not in the Hall of Fame. He was actually a part of Ringka King. Yeah, Ringka King. That TNA promotion that was short-lived in India. Wow, we're literally getting the car chase. Are you kidding me? They actually have cops chasing after him? That's so funny. That's actually so funny. They've got a car chase going on here at WrestleMania 12. Savio Vega. Oh. The knees were brought up there from the ringmaster. And before he was Stone Cold, Steve Austin just wrecking Savio Vega. Oh, inside cradle to the cover. 2 kick out by Stone Cold. Here, we need some more polls, though. So Steve Taylor says biggest Mania moment poll. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. Yeah, let's take a look up. Biggest Mania moments. Yeah. This is good. This is a good poll. This is a really good poll. Oh, the foot was up there from Savio. All right, so definitely, here we go. Let's get this poll going. So we're going to have a few options here. So the first up, best Mania moment. Best Mania moment. So Hogan slams Andre. So let's go slam. So Hogan slams Andre for sure. Daniel Bryan wins. Bryan. Mania 30. Right? That's Mania 30. Is that what that is? WrestleMania 30. Correct? Yeah. So that's Mania 30. What else? Lesnar ends Undertaker streak. The streak. Streak.
The referee was nailed with that spin kick of Savio Vega. Go ahead. And Vega.
Ric Flair, I'm sorry I love you. I'm sorry I love you. Rick. So Flair.
And now look at this. That was $1 million shot, McMahon. Oh no. What's he gonna do now?
I'm sorry I love you. Shawn, would you guys maybe say Shawn Michaels' boyhood dream? Oh, Seth Rollins cash in. Seth Rollins cash in has got to be there. Cash in. Okay, so Rollins cash in. Kofi Mania. And probably Benoit and Eddie Embrace. And Eddie Embrace. Mania 20, right? That's Mania 20. Is that what that is? Mania 20? Yeah. Okay. Mania 20. Mania 20. Okay, so that's 7. Let's see here. What else? Woman Headline Mania. Okay, I like that one. Woman Headline Mania. It's over. Okay. There we go, guys. Oh, so we might be able to get one more in there. The Hardy's return was incredible. Hardy's return. That was incredible, wasn't it?
That hold, ladies and gentlemen, can cause permanent damage. Permanent brain damage? I think you gotta have a brain.
All right, there's 9 options. 9 options. So there we go, everybody. I will tell you what you can vote for. This is going to be our little voting process here. I'm just going to have to get this set up so that everything can fit on the screen. But there's lots of options. Thin bar, save that. Boom. And let's get these polls all fitting on the screen. Height, we need to make it 900. Wow, that's difficult to read, isn't it? That's a little difficult to read. That's very difficult to read. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me try to do this. Option font, let's reduce this just a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Polls. Boom.
Okay, here I am back in the dressing room area, Diesel. We're going to go back to
It's a little better. Can you guys still read that? Can you read it? It's a little squished. I can reduce it just a tiny bit more if you'd like.
The hole was in the ring. You were dragged down underneath by the Undertaker. Mind games by the Undertaker. From there, we go to Monday Night Raw. You walked out. The lights were
Looks a little better.
You went to the ring to find the Undertaker.
You can read it, yeah.
When you got inside the ring, the Undertaker was gone. More mind games. And then 2 weeks ago on Raw, you see yourself.
Okay, cool. So, if you would like to vote, here is how you can vote. So, take a look right here in the live chat, first and foremost. Look for Look for what you call.
They don't call me Big Daddy Cool for nothing. I don't sweat the little.
And I'll get to the donations in just a sec. Thank you guys so very much. So look for Streamlabs right here, okay?
Tonight, Big Daddy takes Cool.
And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to either type vote slam for Hogan slams Andre. Vote Bryan for Daniel Bryan wins at Mania 30. Vote streak for Lesnar beats the streak. Vote Flair for I'm sorry, I love you. Vote Rollins for Seth Rollins cashing in his Money in the Bank. Vote Kofi Mania for Kofi Mania. Vote Mania 20 for Benoit and Eddie embracing as they win the titles. Vote women for the women headlining WrestleMania for the first time ever. And vote Hardys for the Hardys return to the WWE. We are asking, what is the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time? Moment. Not result, not anything, not booking. Moment. What is the greatest moment? Wow, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. The blue blood. So Helmsley's debut here too, or maybe not debut, but his first Mania, I believe, right? Is this his first WrestleMania? So Ultimate Warrior. And if you guys would like to know once again what the vote words are, you can take a look for Streamlabs right here in the live chat, okay? And Streamlabs should tell you exactly what you can use to vote. But yes, we are asking, what is the greatest Mania moment of all time? And once again, just vote right here in the live chat. We'll see throughout the show. It might be a little difficult, might be a little tiny to read, but there's a lot of options. We've got 9 options up there for you guys. 9 options. King Ghostface says, in my humble opinion, no matter how many people hated the match, the women headlining Mania will always be the best Mania moment of all time. It's a huge, very, very, very important moment in the history of wrestling. No doubt about it. Very important moment. We've got 2 donations, though, so let's get around to them. First up is Jason Lewis. How you doing, Jason? Good to see you. And he says, what are your top 3 factions in the history of wrestling? Jason, thank you for your question, buddy. Top 3 factions. I'd have to say Shield has got to be in there. I'd have to say Evolution has got to be in there. And,
That's what I heard now. I pay good money to these sources, too. They better be right.
for me, right? Like, you got to think, this is from me, what I've seen and what I've watched. I've never seen the NWO actually, like, their run. I haven't seen it. I am going to be seeing it. But I'm gotta speak from experience. I started watching wrestling in 2005, and I really only watched WWE for most of my life. So keep that in mind when I'm saying this, right? But Evolution, The Shield, League of Nations. No, I'm joking. Not the League of Nations. I always marked out for DX when I was obviously a kid, but I didn't really know them as a faction. I knew them as Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Here comes the Ultimate Warrior. Greatest factions. I mean, the Nexus was a lot of fun to watch. I watched that entire thing. The Straight Edge Society was a lot of fun to watch. I watched that. I don't know. It's difficult for me to say because if we're talking about my favorite or my top 3 factions in wrestling, I don't really have the third one that would truly be like, okay, this is the number 3 wrestling faction for me, because I didn't get to see D-Generation X in their entirety. I didn't get to see NWO in their entirety. I didn't get to see 4 Horsemen in their entirety. I didn't get to see any of those factions like that. The OC, nah. They were fun, but nah. The Undisputed Era, sure. Let's put the Undisputed Era there. Yeah, actually, frig, why not? Why not? Actually, seriously, why not? I loved the Undisputed Era's run. Yeah, screw it. Shield, Evolution, Undisputed Era. Sure, why not? I'm sure that will change as I continue to watch WCW, and I'm sure NWO is going to be there in no time. I literally have the the Bash at the Beach next. That's the next episode I have to watch in WCW. That's the next one that I have, and the leg drop heard around the world is going to be delivered, and I can't wait to see the reaction. The third man. Well, thank you so much for that question. That's a good question.
What are your top 3 factions in the history of wrestling?
Thank you so much, though, again, for your question right there, Jason Lewis. And now we got ourselves a 5-bomb from Jason Barker. How you doing, man? He says, just got off work. He's been up since 3:30 in the morning. Man, you must be tired.
Sup, y'all? I just got off work and I've been up since 3:30 in the morning.
No way. Triple H going for the pedigree. What? What? Oh my God. No way. Ultimate Warrior no selling it entirely. No selling the pedigree. Are you kidding me? God, Ultimate Warrior. Good Lord. Oh, holy crap. He was all gimmick, no substance. Big clothesline. Oh my good God. The friggin' Ultimate Warrior. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Warrior, wow, all I gotta say is wow. Oh no, Ultimate Warrior lifts him up on top of his head. Oh. Here's the Warrior splash, my good God. Into the cover two, it's over. Oh my God.
The Ultimate Warrior is back!
Wow. So Hunter Hearst Helmsley got absolutely squashed. If Twitter was around back then, you can bet your ass that Twitter would have blown up. Hub City Finest says, I have 2 questions. Go ahead, my man. What's your questions?
Ladies and gentlemen, a new superstar in the World Wrestling Federation. I'd like you to meet the Wild Man, Mark Morrow, ladies and gentlemen. He is in the World Wrestling
You'd put NWO in the top 3 over Undisputed Era. You must have missed what I was saying. I've never seen the Undisputed Era in their entirety. Okay, all I know is from what I've heard through the lore of wrestling, through documentaries and stuff like that. I didn't actually get to see it myself, so I can't put them in my top 3 because I didn't see their run. Right? I didn't watch it from week to week. I don't know if it was good or not. It probably was. So far, it's been really good when I've been watching WCW. He says, what? What are you confused about that, man? I've never seen them in their entirety, meaning like I've never watched each and every episode. I've never seen their run. I've never seen them actually on WCW because I never watched WCW before, right? That's me. Sure, I've seen documentaries. Sure, I've seen some matches. Sure, I've seen this and that. But I've never seen their actual run, right? Oh, I said I've never seen Undisputed Era? Did I really? My God, I meant NWO. My bad. Wow. My bad. Wow. What? Did I seriously? That's really bad. Talking about NWO. I've totally seen Undisputed Era. Piper?
to see Marlena.
Uh-oh.
But here he comes.
It's Diesel.
Here he comes indeed. He's cool and he's big. He's big. Daddy cool.
It does happen, and it actually is really, really, really easy. It's really easy to get words mixed up in your brain when you're streaming, because I want to show you guys here. So, oh, thank you, Savio and Brown. So basically, when I'm streaming here, guys, I have obviously the thoughts going on in my brain, right? You know, I got to think about what it is I'm saying. And then I have to read your guys' comments as well. And this is not me complaining whatsoever, okay? But these comments that come up, I'm looking at this all the time. And basically what happens is when I read one of these words, all right, it's something that I'm going to address in the future, because you got to remember, you guys are about 8 to 15 seconds delayed. So when I say something, it takes about 8 to 15 seconds for you guys to react. So I have to be kind of remembering what it is I just said, while reading what you guys are responding to, while talking about the next point that is coming up, while thinking about what the next point is going to come up, while reacting to a show. So what happens is my brain gets a little confuzzled from time to time, and I end up saying the wrong word. So that's what happens. I've got no excuses, but I'm just kind of saying why it happens. Those purple curtains look nice. Where did you get them from? From your mom's room. It was a nice little going away present. Yeah, it was a good little going away present after I had a great night with her. I'm joking. That could be so mean. I don't know what your relationship with your mother is. If it's bad or if something bad happened, I apologize deeply. I'm just joking around. But if nothing bad happened and if everything is still okay, then I'm dead serious. And if something bad happened, then I'm so sorry. I know. They're black friggin' curtains. They're black curtains. Oh, Ghostface, if something bad happened a while ago, man, then I'm legitimately sorry. I can't remember. There's so many information from people with their personal lives that get thrown into here, so I'm so very sorry, man. It was not meant to be offensive in any way. It was just meant to be a joke, but I am so sorry. I can't remember what happened, but I am so sorry, buddy. Truly, I meant no offense by it, okay? I'm so sorry, Ghostface. I will never say that again, all right? I promise you. I have made a mental note at this point. I'm so sorry. I will never say that again. All right. Jason Lewis says, my mom said you were supposed to return them. Let's just transition over to Jason Lewis. Your mom actually gave them as a nice little going away present there, Jason Lewis. She said, these curtains are amazing. I want you to have them so you remember me. And yes, the curtains match the drapes. Frick, I gotta stop. Hey, Chaos, welcome back to Main Eventer. Good to see you, man. Good to see ya. You guys ready for a little sweet knees? I think you are. So let's do it. So if you don't know the name of the song, you're gonna learn today. Time for a little sweet knees action. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! Conman's cringy singing. You know you love it. You know you love it. So awesome to see you once again there, Chaos. Really good to have you, buddy. I hope you've been enjoying the CMU, your faction with the Rapture. It's been pretty good. But honestly, this pay-per-view has been moving along quite nicely, very quickly. Sure, we've got a lot of time left because we've got a 1-hour match of Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, but that thing is going to fly by. That one's going to be a really, really good one. Unbroken asking me, am I using a webcam or a DSLR or a mirrorless with webcam capabilities? I am using what is called the... Actually, what is this? One sec. The Razer... Sorry. Does it not say what type it is? Okay, I can't find the actual name of it. Let me show you. One sec. I'll pull up a photo of it. All right, Undertaker versus Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Here we are. So this is the webcam that I have, guys. This is what I have. It's just a HD webcam. I really, really, really desperately want to upgrade someday. Razor, and or is it Razor? Hang on, it might be Razor. Oh, it is Razor. It's Razor with an E, not Razor. It's Razor. Godman be misleading you guys. Once again, he's confusing. I know he is. Jason, thank you so much, man. I'll get around to that question in just a sec. But this is the webcam that I have. It's got the little light up dial on it, so you can see my hand right here is not white. And then as soon as I turn the dial, it's white. So it's got an actual light up dial on it. It fills my face out a little bit, but it doesn't actually do much difference because I do have the big lighting over here. But it helps, you know, it just gives a little bit of extra brightness. I like it. Also, what helps is that it allows me to look right at this camera, and the light is roughly the same brightness as the light just above. So that way, this light isn't blinding me when I'm looking into the camera. My eyes are adjusted to the camera. It works well for me, but I eventually definitely want to get a new camera. Problem is that they're so damn expensive. I was saving up. Let me be candid. Why not? Let's be candid here for a little bit. I was saving up for a DSLR camera that would give us great visuals. It would look really good. I'd be able to crush the background. The ability to pick up the light in the background would look a lot better. The colors wouldn't be off. All that. It would be so much better, and I eventually do plan on still getting it. But unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I just started realizing that there's more expensive things that I have to save up for before I can get that camera, and that camera is not integral to the current aspect of the channel. What is a deterrent and what is a bad thing and a negative thing of this channel is that I've got a downstairs tenant, meaning that I can't be as loud as I want to, or I have to worry about somebody else overhearing me, or I have to worry about soundproofing, and I have to worry about potentially somebody else sleeping. You know what I mean? Like, there is definitely major cons to having somebody living down below us. What that means for me is that I have to save up to get myself out of here. I have to save to get myself into a house, to build an office, a properly soundproof office, to give myself the space that I need, because right now this is very, very claustrophobic in here. And to save myself up for that point in life, and that's what I'm working towards right now. We're working very, very hard on it, saving literally every penny that I possibly can pretty much at this point to try to save up for that house, to get the down payment on a house so that I can get out of here, so that we don't have to worry about having a downstairs tenant anymore, and we don't have to worry about that. We got very lucky that our downstairs tenant right now is so nice and so understanding with my job. The people we had before were not as understanding. They were kind of assholes. They were rude, and they were obnoxious, and they did not understand at all what my job was, and that made it very difficult of a living situation. Unfortunately, the person who lives downstairs right now is moving out, meaning we're going to get some new tenants in here. Who knows what that brings? So my goal is to save up to get out of this house. I was really hoping that we were going to get out of this house by the end of 2021. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore, because here in Ontario, I don't know what it's like everywhere else in the world, but here in Ontario, houses are going for $100,000 more than they should. people are just coming from the city, like Toronto, because it's so expensive to live in Toronto and there's nothing to do in Toronto right now, and obviously it's locked down. So there's no point in people spending their money there, so they're moving out of the city and they're coming to the outskirts and literally just spending 150,000 over asking price for houses. And it's so expensive right now. It's literally impossible at this point, it seems, to be in a position where we could bid with anybody, because we're literally getting people from the city coming down and outbidding everyone for just a fixer-upper home. Like, houses that should be going for like $399 are going for easily $429. Easily, or sorry, $529. Bad math. $529 easily. And to me, that's like ridiculous. I'm like, how am I, a 25-year-old who is, you know, got a decent job? We got 2 incomes. My girlfriend's a teacher. We got 2 incomes coming in, and we can't afford it. How is that possible? So it's just kind of ridiculous, and we're working really hard to try to get out of here, because I think it will be better for us long term. Obviously, and right now our rent is just so expensive, man. Like, we could be putting this exact amount of rent towards a mortgage and own our home. But yeah, just kind of been a little bit of a crazy time learning about the housing market and everything like that. Oh, dude, see wrestling, you're too kind, man. Oh, that's way too kind. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We're going to get to the donations now, as this Undertaker match is officially well underway. I hope you're doing well, C Wrestling. And you know what? I think your $20 deserves a little bit of a shout out. So, my friends, if you like wrestling theory videos, I have told you guys the place to go before, and I'm going to tell you once again, C Wrestling UK. This is the place. Actually, is it even UK anymore? No, you dropped the UK. C Wrestling. Over there on his channel, definitely check him out. He's got great theory videos, legitimately. Great theory videos. He picks them apart. He dissects, especially The Fiend and Alexa Bliss. Dissects them, catches details that you guys definitely would have missed. And it's truly incredible stuff. So truly, guys, I mean it when I say it. Check out C Wrestling. His videos are awesome. Thank you so much, man, for the support. I do appreciate it, buddy. But let's get these donos rolling right now. Oh, big kick out right there from The Undertaker. The Undertaker. Oh, I can't do that again. My voice. Nope. Can't destroy my voice. But here we go. So first up, we got Jason Lewis. He asked the question, which WrestleMania was your favorite? Good question. So, WrestleMania 25 was incredible. I didn't get to watch that live. And it wasn't also incredible throughout the whole thing. So let me start talking about when I watched WrestleManias. I watched WrestleMania for the first time live when it was John Cena versus The Miz. That was my first WrestleMania. That was not the best. I then saw the Once in a Lifetime between John Cena and The Rock. That was fun. The hype was better than the actual match. The year-long build got me into becoming a wrestling fan big time. It was what it was. For me, Yeselmania, Daniel Bryan, the rise of the Yes movement, seeing Daniel Bryan win the title in the end, incredible stuff. That was probably the start of truly me being a smart wrestling fan. I followed along on like the Bleacher Report app, reading reviews, reading their grades, all of that. WrestleMania 30 for me probably was the greatest WrestleMania that I had ever seen, because I watched it live, because I didn't know it was going to happen, because I was involved in the build, like, you know, watching the build. So for me, it's WrestleMania 30, but I'm also a relatively new wrestling fan. I only started watching wrestling in 2005, and I didn't get to start watching pay-per-views until 2011. 2011 Money in the Bank, CM Punk versus John Cena was the first ever pay-per-view I ever bought. Also because in 2011 I was in grade 11, and or would that have been grade 10? It was June, right? Money in the Bank was June. So I would have been in grade 10. Wouldn't have had very much money, and WWE pay-per-views here in Canada were $54.99 or $95 or something like that. So it was quite expensive. I had to convince my parents to, one, allow me to spend that much money on a pay-per-view, and two, to actually allow them for me to order it because you had to call your whatever. Or no, you could just push through the pay-per-view button. Never mind. Pay-per-view, my parents used to believe you could call, but you could actually order right through it. I forgot about that. We got that set up for that pay-per-view. But yeah, anyways, that's when I started watching wrestling pay-per-views. Then I found a website called firstrowsports.eu or something like that. And I proceeded to watch a lot of WWE pay-per-views through that. But anytime that WWE would block out the streams, usually like WrestleMania, I would then buy the actual show. So anyways, that's my long-winded way of saying WrestleMania 30 is my favorite WrestleMania of all time. And it was really good because I have a connection to it. But thank you for your 20 bomb, buddy. That's glorious. I will defend.
Which WrestleMania was your favorite?
And then we got ourselves a 12 bomb over here from Jason Barker. There we go. Gotta love that little dance. Oh, nice move right there. Diesel goes down. I wonder who's gonna win this match between The Undertaker and Diesel at WrestleMania. And then over here, once again, C Wrestling dropping that 20 bomb. Thank you so much, my man. But to get back onto that conversation, guys, I do eventually really want to get an upgraded camera. And it will happen someday. I promise you. I just gotta be smart with my money, okay? I just got an email here. I'm not going to encourage people emailing me just basic questions, okay? But I'm also not going to be rude as hell. So, Teresa, you shot me an email. That's usually a business email, and it's usually held for, like, business stuff. But I will answer your question here. So she asked, how long have I been doing YouTube? I've been doing YouTube for about 8.5 years at this point. I started out as a Minecraft channel, morphed into a WWE channel, and now I have both on the channel. It's kind of crazy how I've come full circle, but we also have Valheim on this channel now, and we've got a few other things as well. But yeah, I've been doing YouTube for about 8.5 years at this point. It's been the most fulfilling thing I've ever done with my life. Incredible that I've been doing it this long already, and I've got so much ahead of me. Been on this platform for nearly a decade. A year and a half away from it being a decade long on this platform. That's incredible. I've grown up on this platform. I've grown up, man. All right. So here we go. C Wrestling. Thank you so much, dude, for your 20 bomb. Oh, Undertaker sits up.
Slightly more to add to the fun.
Right
Yellow
hand there.
heart partying face.
Thank you so much, though, my man. But let me get back to it. So I really do want to get the upgraded camera. I don't have a timeline for that. I know last year I totally said that was going to be the next purchase on my mind. And that was my goal until my goals kind of changed and I became a little bit more financial savvy. Realized that I was spending my money in maybe ways that I probably shouldn't be, and that there was things that I need to save up for before I start kind of messing around with a little extra stuff. This camera is not a detriment to the channel right now. It's actually a pretty solid camera. It's an upgrade from my last camera that I had, and it's not a bad camera. I wish the colors were a little bit better. You know, I wish that if I changed the background color here to blue or something, that my skin wouldn't turn like orange or whatever it is. I forget which color it is that turns my skin orange. Maybe it's the purple. Yeah, it's not the greatest camera. It's actually not doing much right now, actually. Yeah, it's actually doing nothing right now, so it's better than I thought. So it's not a detriment to the channel right now, I would say. But you know what is never a detriment to the channel? That peppermint tea. Hey, peppermint tea, y'all. Peppermint tea. What match am I looking forward to the most at Fastlane? Am I? Am I looking forward to any matches at Fastlane? I don't know. What's the card? I don't know. I don't know. I would much prefer WWE to have Fastlane week. Just like put Monday Night Raw as Fastlane, like a special event of Fastlane. Put SmackDown as a special event of Fastlane. Have number one contenders matches. Have things set up. Have any storylines tied up, loose ends, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so Bryan versus Reigns. Yeah, that should be good. Baszler and Nia Jax versus Banks and Belair again. Okay. Big E versus Apollo Crews. Yeah, that's been a fine build. McIntyre versus Sheamus. All right, yeah. Maybe make it a last man standing match. That would have been cool. Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. Return of the Fiend, sure. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. Frig off with that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, give me Reigns versus Bryan. That'll be good. Yeah, that'll be fine. No. Now that would pull in viewership. Yeah, just Fastlane week. Just literally a special edition of Raw. Raw Fastlane. SmackDown Fastlane. You know? To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense that WWE doesn't make use of this event as like, oh my God, what a tombstone. What a beautiful tombstone. What a nice tombstone from The Undertaker. Got all of that to Undertaker beats Diesel. Wow. There you have it. But like to me, it just makes so much sense that you would position a couple weeks out from WrestleMania to have this Fastlane event, not as a pay-per-view, but as something that is meant to try to draw the intrigue to WrestleMania, to make WrestleMania season feel different. You know how you have Raw 1000, you have Raw Legends Night or whatever? Have Raw Fastlane. The Fastlane to WrestleMania, filled with number one contenders matches, tying up loose ends, maybe starting some new stuff going into WrestleMania season. Make it feel like a big event, a big week. With you have two Fastlane events, one on the Monday, one on the Friday, that sets up number one contenders matches, that sets up what have you, whatever you need to get to WrestleMania. Because at this point, you know, by the time Fastlane happens on the 21st, correct? That's when the pay-per-view is? Yes. By the time that Fastlane happens on the 21st, you have a simple 2 weeks of build. 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks of build. You need to make Fastlane a part of the build, and I'm sure they're going to try to do it, but this has felt very much like a hindrance on the road to WrestleMania. Not a positive. Right? Not a positive. It needs to be a positive on the road to WrestleMania. There needs to be a stopping point. This is like... What I always liked about the Elimination Chamber is it felt like it was the stopping point. You had to get through the Elimination Chamber. You had to get through the Elimination Chamber to get to Mania. Now you have to get through the Elimination Chamber to get to Fastlane, to get to Mania. And I love that there's still the hurdles, but Fastlane shouldn't feel like a major pay-per-view event. It should feel like this is what allows you to get to Mania. If that makes sense. Oh, here we go. The Brawl is here. Roddy Piper. Oh, Roddy. Oh, just tried to run him over. Roddy tried to run him over. Are you in the draw for next month, Anthony Dwyer? If you redeemed it, you will be. Okay? Goldust is in now. Jason Dreamer says, instead of it being the fast lane to WrestleMania, it's more like the roadblock to WrestleMania. You're damn right, man. That's a very accurate response. Or, not response. Very accurate, analogy? Sure. Thank you so much there, Jason Lewis. I appreciate that $10 donation. Let's see what he's got to ask now.
The king of kings.
This Mania. Interesting. It was a pay-per-view there, Steve Taylor. It was. All hail. Bow down to the king.
If you could put together the best match for this WrestleMania, what would it be?
Best match for this WrestleMania. With any booking at all, with anything that I could do at all, anything at all, within the realms of possibility in the WWE. Okay, let me think. Best Mania match for right now. Damn it, it's difficult because we really are already on this road to WrestleMania with the matches filled, with the winners of the Rumbles filled and all that. I do believe Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks is the right call. I believe they screwed up this build a little bit. I do believe Edge versus Roman is the biggest match that they have possible. But I think they could make it even bigger. And I believe that a straight-up one-on-one match between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar would be the biggest match WWE could put on. And if they were able to get Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, and they were able to get Roman Reigns versus Edge with two headlining matches like that, when you have somebody like Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks as well for the women's match, you start talking about a very, very, very strong WrestleMania. I think Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley should have been the Mania match. I believe that they might have tried for that to be the Mania match. I definitely believe this is leading to a Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley match sometime down the line. But it felt like it should be Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley. And at this point, they could still add in Brock Lesnar into the feud. They could add in Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley triple threat. They could absolutely do that. But for myself, I think Bobby Lashley Brock is the biggest match that they could put on for the WWE Championship. That's like a headlining attraction, make ESPN headlines sort of deal. Jason Lewis says, Lashley said he would like a match with Lesnar and McIntyre. Well, there you go, man. It would be huge. It would be an absolutely massive match if they were able to find some way to get Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar in the same ring. The build itself would be huge. McIntyre would add a different dynamic to the match, for sure. Uh-oh. Piper's in a little bit of trouble. Oh, he falls down. SS Eclipse says, I just subbed. Well, welcome to the channel there, SS Eclipse. I appreciate that. And I want to remind everybody here that there is no Impact Wrestling anymore on this channel, or at least no Impact Tuesday live streams on this channel, at least for the next 3 weeks, okay? We will reassess when NXT either makes their move to Tuesdays or doesn't make their move to Tuesdays. But no Impact Wrestling tonight, no Impact Wrestling next week, and no Impact Wrestling on the 30th either, okay? Dave Rua, how you doing, man? Good to see you. He says, everyone behaving with the raised eyebrow. Did y'all smack that like with a little face like this? I would certainly hope everybody smacked that like button, but I hope you're doing well here, Dave Rua. It's good to see you, man. Really good to see you. Who will be the big NXT match during the Mania show? I hope it's Balor Cross. I really hope it's Balor Cross. Finn Balor's got the recognizability to the main roster that he could be on there. Karrion Kross has that feel that it would be amazing at Mania. I would love to see Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross. Goldust just kissed Roddy Piper, and there's a slap to the chest. Oh, yeah, Roddy's pissed. He's pissed right after him. Here comes Piper. Over and... Oh, he just grabbed him by the sack. He grabbed him by the Goldust. And down goes Goldust. You think the Demon Finn versus Karrion Kross. I think they should leave behind the Demon. This Balor character that he's been crafting, it's so that everybody forgets about the Demon character. Right? He wants to try to get over as a main event player without the Demon character. And then bring it back. What is... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, what? All right, then. This... Okay. Nothing transphobic about this. Nothing transphobic about this at all. I guess it was 96. Nothing transphobic at all. Oh, wow. Yeah, nothing at all. Anthony Dwyer asked, did I not read your message? Anthony Dwyer, I did read your message. Once again, you will be in the next draw if you did redeem your coins, okay? All right? Oh, right there. To the Goldusts. And Piper wins. Just like that. There you go. Yeah, he said he redeemed his entry last Wednesday. Once again, if he redeemed his entry, he will be in, okay? I don't have the numbers right in front of me right now. All right? I will definitely make sure I check around, and if I miss any names, you guys will be sure to let me know by the time the next draw comes around, okay? Gordon Lamb, my man, dropping another, I think that's like $8. Thank you so much there, Gordon Lamb. I appreciate that, buddy. How you doing? You doing well here today? Boom, doom, doom. But yeah, after this stream here today, I've got a few things for the CMU that I got to do. Yeah, I've got one promo to write. Is that all I got to write? No, I'm going to have to write another. Don't know which one yet. Fail and pray. Fail and pray. Fail and pray. Fail and pray. Yeah, the CMU this week, guys, it's a really good edition of the CMU, honestly. I think it's going to turn out well once I edit it, but I think I only have one promo that I have to write. Where else could I fit a promo? Maybe I'm going to, what's the main event?
For Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, this is what it all
I need a Bob promo in here. Yeah, I need a Bob promo.
World Wrestling Federation careers, both superstars have traveled down
Need a Bob promo, and I also need
pure blood, sweat, and tears.
Joso and Raul. Okay, Joso
The best they can be.
and Raul.
But now the question is,
Okay, there we go. Cool.
Shawn Michaels, the 12-year-old boy from San Antonio, Texas, who had a dream of one
So I will be editing that, or creating that, after this stream is over, I believe. It's my game plan.
The flamboyant and charismatic Shawn Michaels never stopped working to achieve his goal. Sweating his way through the ranks for over 7 years, through the good and the bad, Shawn Michaels continued to...
My favorite match from 2020. That's a tough one. Favorite match from 2020.
Bret Hart, the rugged technician, whose formal training came in a dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Under the guidance of his father, Stu, Bret learned how to methodically and technically wear an opponent down.
Royal Rumble match.
For 11 years, Bret
where
Hart
Edge
showed
returned.
Federation fans.
It's a tough one because it's just a, it's the Royal Rumble match. One-on-one matches.
Importantly, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. The best.
Triple threat ladder match between Hardy, Styles, and Zayn.
First time ever
That one. That one.
have to say.
That's the one right there. Yeah, the triple threat ladder match. That was my favorite one from 2020.
The final chapter.
Well, you know, for me, it's just the whole thing's finally coming to a head, you know. It's do or die. And,
That was in 2020, right?
you know, 60-minute Ironman match, we're going to find
Yeah,
out
yeah.
just how good Shawn Michaels is. I think everyone's going to see just how good I am. And I think the way I look at it,
Also,
one man
the triple threat ladder match at Mania was really
I
good
just want to wake up tomorrow
as well.
with this.
But are you ready for the 1 hour?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, allow me to introduce a man who I can happily say now is officially the president of the World Wrestling Federation, Gorilla Monsoon.
Gorilla Monsoon was the president of the WWF? Really? I didn't know that.
Back in action. You can bet he was watching the match with Vader
And
earlier
now,
on.
ladies and gentlemen, this contest is the special Ironman match for the
Man, imagine having a roster like this where you say at WrestleMania, we have such a depleted roster that we need our only two really, really, really good in-ring workers to go out there and wrestle for an hour. Did I just say an hour? Yeah, because this is the 1 hour Iron Man match between Shawn Michaels and Bret the Hitman Hart. WWF title on the line. Wait, is this the... Is this the where he comes in on like the zip line thing? Is this the zip line entrance? It's gotta be, right?
Wait a minute, he's climbing the rope. What's he doing? He's pointing up to the heavens. He's pointing up
Shawn's all the way up there. Wow. Shawn's in the rafters. And Shawn came flying through the air. What an entrance. What an entrance, man. What an entrance. Wow. Right into the crowd. King of Fate says, so glad nothing went wrong with Shawn on the zip line. Well, here is the thing, okay? And I know every single time that we see zip lines inside of the WWE where our mind goes. Because there was a tragic accident with Owen Hart. The thing was, it was an oversight multiple times from the WWE on it. And the people who were in charge of doing stunts like this were actually released because they were not comfortable with the quick release thing that Vince McMahon, I believe it was Vince McMahon, I might be wrong on that, but I know somebody inside of the WWF was not happy with the quick release thing not being a part of the entrance of Owen Hart. They wanted the quick release for him to basically be released and to get into the ring and go, right, to fight, because they thought it would take too long for him to get the harness off. With HBK there, he had the harness on, right? It wasn't a quick release. There wasn't any fishy stuff with it. It was straight up done correctly. And unfortunately for Owen Hart, it wasn't done correctly. The thing is, once again, Unbroken, it was a giant oversight from the WWE, who removed the actual people in charge of safety and who were in charge of the stunt. They moved on past them because they were not comfortable with the stunt that they were doing with Owen Hart. That's where the issue lies. It wasn't because it was a zipline thing. It was because WWE wanted to cut corners. It's because they were not taking the proper safety precautions, and it's because the person that was hired to do it was willing to cut those corners. That's what led to Owen Hart's death. Not just a zipline accident. It was an oversight from WWF. It was a huge, huge oversight that, honestly, I understand why their family does not want WWE making any money off Owen Hart. I understand. Because, my God, they were the reason he is no longer with us. They were straight up liable for his death. And, yeah. There's Bret. As long as people do the stunts right, they take the safety precautions that they need, the risk is going to be minimal. But when they start cutting corners, when they start trying to do things just because they want to, that's when really, really bad things happen. Jason Lewis, thank you for your 5 bomb right there. I appreciate it. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
If Edge don't win at Mania, what direction would they take him?
We'll talk about that here in a sec.
Maybe he could be a mentor to Priest.
We'll definitely talk about that here in a sec. But before that, we've got ourselves a new boss, and his name is, first up, Jason Barker, and then it is Jason Lewis becoming a one-time Boss Battle champion. Thank you so much. Is Khan tired? Oh, no, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. That was just a yawn. I had a little Yansky, you know what I mean? But, so, if Edge doesn't win at Mania, what direction would they take him? It was a massive yawn. Oh, dude, I've been yawning so much. Actually, you know what? Ever since I had that panic attack / anxiety attack, whatever you want to call it, last week on Monday Night Raw, ever since I had that, I have been yawning constantly. My chest has still continued to feel tight as a result, and yawns just allow a little bit more airflow through. It's very weird. But, for Edge after Mania, I think WWE screwed up because I would have loved to see Edge and Christian have a run as a tag team. I think that would have been fantastic to have Edge and Christian run as a tag team. I'll see you later there, Raul. See you later, buddy. I like your idea. Maybe a mentor to Priest. That would be cool. I would like to see him go in the direction of... God, it's difficult because Rollins is on SmackDown right now. Maybe that's a SummerSlam match. Yeah, never mind. Maybe... Well, Edge versus Drew. Why not? Let's go Edge versus Drew. Oh, what the hell? What am I saying? Edge is already on SmackDown. My God, Con Man. Can I just take, like, seriously? Do I really know what I'm talking about sometimes? Edge is on SmackDown, and here I am just trying to make excuses for why he can't face Seth Rollins. He can literally face Seth Rollins right after. There we go. Jeez Louise. Seth Rollins versus Edge at SummerSlam would be huge, but if they don't want to do that, move into a feud with Seth Rollins right away. My God. I astonish myself sometimes with the things that I forget. I get talking about something and I'm like, why can't they do this? This would be perfect. They couldn't do this. Oh, wait. And I'm like, oh wait, no. They can do that. It's just me being an idiot. What would I change about the Braun-Shane feud to make it better? You can't scrap the story. So I gotta follow the story of Shane McMahon calling Braun stupid. And that being the whole story, he's stupid. He's stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. Hey, you're stupid. You stupid. I got to stick with that. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here's how you fix it. If I have to stick with the same storyline of Shane McMahon berating Braun Strowman, calling him stupid, making him feel like he's got a tiny brain, if they really want to run with that story, here's what I would do. I would have Braun Strowman be in a bunch of backstage segments and something stupid happen. Not Braun being stupid, but something that could be conveyed as Braun being stupid, if you know what I mean. So Braun being put into dumb situations, but him still being Braun Strowman as a result. And have Shane McMahon be in the background, lurking in some way, laughing, calling him stupid, you know, doing the same sort of stuff, the Braun, or whatever, but actually having a reason for it. Having Shane McMahon more so be like a guy who's poking fun as he's walking by, as he sees him in the background, and establish that way that they don't like each other. That Shane McMahon is berating him. Something like that. It would give more to the story, and it would actually make sense as to why Braun Strowman is being berated by Shane McMahon. I think it's official. Conman and English have officially broken up today. Dude, I don't think me and English were ever together. Braun goes to school to try to prove Shane wrong, but he fails a class and Shane laughs. Yes! Yes, if we're going to be stupid about it, let's make it very stupid. Let's make it feel like anger management therapy with Kane and Daniel Bryan. But go to like some sort of therapy with Shane, or go to class with Shane and Braun. Like, oh my good God, that would be so funny. That would be so funny. Braun Strowman having to like sit at the front of the class in like a little tiny desk while Shane McMahon sits in the back with his feet up chewing gum or something like that. Like, you know, Shane being the cool kid and Braun being just the big oversized dummy in the class. All right, Braun. So up here, 2 + 2 equals... I don't care what it equals! I'm the monster among men! I'm Braun! Okay, Braun, that's not an answer. 2 + 2 equals... I'm Braun! Like... Oh my God. Like, they could really go all in on it if they wanted to. Yeah, they could go all in on it. They could actually have a few people be in this class. Think about the jokes that you could have. You could have Braun Strowman in the class with, say, Shane McMahon in the back, and then take a bunch of jobbers. Take R-Truth with the 24/7 title, sitting in class with the 24/7 championship. At some point during these segments, you could have the people from the 24/7 division kind of come in and go right after R-Truth. You could do Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose in there. They could just be sitting in the back flexing. Like, you could have a really fun time with it. They could have a really fun time with it. That would be incredible segments. Like, just run it for 3 segments throughout one show. Doesn't have to be a thing that lasts week to week. 3 segments during one show. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Have the result be Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman have a match coming out of it, obviously. And get across the reason why Shane McMahon is calling Braun Strowman stupid. You know, if they had to go ahead with that storyline, that's not a bad one. The teacher puts R-Truth and the jobbers in timeout for fighting. There you go. There you go. Con loves Team Flex confirmed. No, I hate them. At least it would be something for them to do. Well, who else could they have? Who else are good comedic characters?
And there we go. Here we go now. Michaels. Struggling to get out of the headlock. And now we're going to find
Hey, Finn Islama. How you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. The teacher can be Iron Sheik. Bring back Damian Sandow.
You mentioned earlier that Shawn Michaels
Sandow's doing nothing for a one-off. Damian Sandow, I will be your teacher. The intellectual, like Sandow, wearing like his whole intellectual uniform or something like that as a one-off. Bring back Sandow to be the teacher. You know what I mean? Maybe people will want to see Sandow then have a match as a result. Maybe Sandow gets a one-off match against Braun Strowman. Maybe that's his reintroduction to the WWE. You know what I mean? Like, you can have fun with it. You can have fun with it. What about Dr. Shelby? Been there, done that. It'd be fun to see, but it would feel more so like a rehash of an old segment as opposed to trying to create something new.
Shawn is more of an instinct man. Bret is more of a strategist. That's right. That could be the difference too, because Shawn will just
Something like the Street Profits and Viking Raiders competition thing. Exactly. That was funny. It was funny. We were reacting kind of meh to it before, but then I found myself looking forward to it over time. Thing is, he's with the NWA. Well, I'm just obviously speaking just for fun here. I'm sure if they went to offer Sandow a contract to return to the WWE for a few matches, Sandow would take it. NWA has proven to allow people to work elsewhere as well. Look at Thunder Rosa and AEW, right? What about Otis? Hey, yeah. Otis would be fun in those segments. He'd be really fun in those segments. The Alpha Academy being a part of those segments would be hilarious. Problem is, they're not a part of Monday Night Raw. If we were trying to book it based off of how WWE is set right now. But hey, they would be really fun in it. I see you there, Lauren Brindle.
The first ever Slim match with Slim on poles. Haha.
The first ever slime match with the slime on the poles. That'd be difficult to climb, wouldn't it? Knowing WWE, though, there, Jason, you just gave them the idea. That's what the match is going to be at Mania. Also, can I ask, how does WWE seriously mess up Braun Strowman? He's so boring. He's so bland. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that if you just book him with a manager, the guy will be taken so seriously. His in-ring ability is fine. It's actually quite impressive how quick the man moves. But he's so boring. Everything that he speaks about has no substance. He just runs through his lines. Yeah, he's getting better on the microphone, but everything he does is so boring. Put him in the ring, make him a monster, like a legitimate monster with a manager that can talk him up, and watch the money. I will never, ever forgive WWE for missing the boat with Braun Strowman back when they had Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman should have absolutely been the man to take that title away from Brock Lesnar, because not only would that have created a new story, a new champion that fans were ready to see win the title, I would have loved to see a turn from Paul Heyman on Brock to align himself with Braun Strowman. I would have loved to see that new formation with Paul Heyman and Braun for like a year or two. I would have loved to see then Brock Lesnar go up against Braun. Maybe Brock Lesnar does something else. Instead, we got Seth Rollins being the man who took the title away from Brock. The Beast Slayer. Look how well that turned out, right? They missed the boat with it. They missed the boat with Braun Strowman, and that's that. You mean at No Mercy in 2017, Con? Maybe, is that when it was? They also missed the boat with Samoa Joe. I also think at Great Balls of Fire, Samoa Joe could have taken the title away from Brock Lesnar. Steve Taylor says that SummerSlam match with Roman, Braun, Brock, Samoa Joe is probably the perfect time. It would have been the perfect time. It would have been the perfect time. Instead, what we got is we got a forced title reign out of Braun Strowman. And forced title reigns that just kind of are brought on upon themselves because of an injury are never good. Are never, ever, ever good. Incredible match, though, so far, guys. Incredible Ironman match. 49 minutes remain in this match. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels both tied at 0-0. And you can see the slow pace to begin because obviously they got to go for a long time. See how good Lashley looks with a manager figure in MVP? Right? Because MVP can do the talking. Bobby Lashley does the ass whooping. Shawn Michaels steps over top. Oh, and then sent over that top rope. Man, that scares me. That whole skin the cat that Shawn Michaels does, his neck ends up underneath the bottom rope every time. Like, his chin is resting on top. And, like, I'm sure he did that on purpose. But, man, seeing his neck get that close to a rope every single time scares the crap out of me. How did everyone like the HBK entrance? It was good, man. It was good. You've seen a lot of injuries from that bottom rope. Well, Enzo Amore getting his head whipped right into it and then cranking his head off the mat was a scary thing to see happen. Very scary thing to see happen, and you never want to see anything like that happen again. I believe if Cesaro had a manager, he could be a world champion. He already has the fans and the in-ring work. All he needs is mic work. I agree. I agree. Oh, sorry about this, Chuck Francesco. Totally hopped over top of your donation. How you doing, man? Says, knowing WWE, they'd put Retribution in the class. At this point, I would honestly be here for it. I'd honestly be here for it. Retribution is a joke at this point, so why not? Turn them into the new Dark Order, right? Remember the Dark Order was once supposed to be taken seriously? Yeah. How'd that do? No, turn Retribution into a joke if you want to put them in that class. Why not? Have Mace sitting in the back just doing like this by the teacher, just lining it up. Have T-Bar just cutting promos on Twitter. Just his fingers moving the entire time. Saying, T-Bar, if you can't put your phone away in class, we can't let you have your phone. And T-Bar be like, I'm making a tweet. Slapjack could just be like, my name sucks. And that would be his only line. And then Mia Yim, also known as Reckoning in the back, just having a little bit of a personality crisis, can take the mask off. Am I Mia? Am I Reckoning? Am I Mia? Am I Reckoning? Am I Mia? Am I Reckoning? or, you know, like we have to write our names down. What's your names? And then Mia Yim sees like the name thing and she's like, Mia Yim, scratches it out. Reckoning, scratches it out. Mia Yim, scratches it out. Reckoning. And you just see her name all the way down like here, not knowing who she is. And then Mustafa just sitting at the front of the class saying, I shouldn't be here. I passed American Studies. I know America. Something like that. I don't know. Or he could get all mad at the people in the back being like, this is your fault I'm in this class. This is your fault I'm in this class. This is your fault. How dare I be in this class? This is your fault. Why not? Or like Mustafa would cheat off of T-Bar and then blame T-Bar for getting the answer wrong. Something like that. Something like that. Who else could be in that class? We would need some sort of... Oh, what a sweet chin music, dear Lord! He just caught that man. He just kicked Stan. Wow. Lana, sure. She could be trying to create like some TikTok videos in the back, right? Yeah, like there we go. You got Lana over there just being like, I'm a savage. Boom. Classic, bougie, ratchet. Sati Tunde Tana. Or whatever it is. I don't know how it goes. But yeah, you could just have her making TikTok videos in the back. And then you can have Natalia just petting her cat. And then the teacher would be like, there's no cats allowed in this class. And then Natalia's like, but it's my family. And proceeds to lick the cat in a very weird way. And you just see everybody cringe as a result. Street Profits walk past the class like, hey! You know, what? They're with their solo cups in the air, and that's their only moment. You just hear Angelo Dawkins, yeah! Walking by. What else could we do? Ric Flair then strolls by with pregnant Lacey Evans. Woo! 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 And then what else could we have? What else could we have? Angel Garza just in the back. Just like with a rose. Hello, hello, hello. And then rips his pants off. Hello, hello, hello. And that's that. Miz and Morrison in the back going, hey, hey, ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Then we go to Spanish class. Then we go to Spanish class later, and all we hear is lucha, lucha, lucha. And just yeah. There we go, guys. The class. I think you could have a really funny segment right there. Oh my God. They would need to make a John Cena joke. They would need to make a John Cena joke. They would need to be doing attendance, calling all the people's names, okay? Here we go. Calling all the people's names right here. Attendance joke. Like, you know, like, all right, Angelo Dawkins. Kalisto. Lucha, lucha, lucha. All right, Roman Reigns. I'm always here. It's my island. Whatever, you know, just keep going down and down the list. Just keep going down. And then eventually, what was it? What was it, the person that I was saying? I don't know. You guys get what I'm doing. Just make it the most ridiculous thing possible. Cena, thank you, Cena, right. I was getting towards Cena. So going down the list, they get to John Cena, and they're just like, John Cena. John Cena? John Cena. And it cuts to his desk. Nobody's sitting there. No one. John Cena. And then you're like, you hear his theme music, you're looking around, and then John, you just hear like a little line over top of it all. You can't see me. And that's that. Right? Just something along those lines. John! John! John. John, thank you so much, man, for your 45 bomb. Thank you so much, John. My good God, man. Yeah, so there we go. Like, we could have a good time. We could have a good time discussing those storylines. Otis and Gable are the gym teachers? Sure, why not? He needs Sheamus in there as well? Alright, fella. Alright, fella. Ghost Rider says, Khan being extra weird today. You know it. Conman's got to bring that charisma out for his one and only live stream here this Tuesday. Then have Becky just burst into the classroom with her semi-trunk, honk the horn, and say, with her baby and be like, the mom has come around. Yes. Yes. Elias, the music teacher. With Riker up there with him. He's got his guitar. Boom. Hello, I'm your teacher, Elias.
And again, it's Michaels who has been showing us so many of the basics
And
executing those basics.
what does WWE stand for? Riker just goes, walk with Elias. I said, what does WWE stand for? Walk with Elias. Thank you, Riker.
What Shawn Michaels is doing. And Michaels, if nothing else, is frustrating Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, but when you're in a match, McMahon, the last thing you're going to be with your opponent is impressed. Something like this is going to get you PO'd.
Jose Lothario, the mentor, and Bret Hart. Anguishing.
Oh, wow. I just realized. So, as some of you may know, I'm just starting to watch Star Trek Next Generation right now. I'm like 11 episodes in. So I've still got a lot to go ahead. But I just noticed Jackson Riker, Commander Riker. Never had the two names. I know they're spelled differently, but I just kind of noticed that. Same names.
Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Obviously not first names, but last names spelt differently, sounds the same.
Neither individual, I would suggest, will be the same after this match is over.
The classroom fiasco. Yeah, it would be a fiasco for sure, wouldn't it? Have Drew McIntyre teach people to throw large objects across the room? Why not? We're still 37 minutes remaining in this matchup here, guys.
He just knocked the spit out of him.
Jason Dreamer says, WWE, hire Con Man now. He's going to save your promos. Either that, or I would get so many people bashing it, saying, oh, this is the worst stuff I've ever seen. Big knee reversal right there from Shawn. And then Bret goes shoulder first into the post. Who's teaching philosophy? Fandango. Oh! That crazy guy says if you can make it to the third season, it really takes off from there. So the Next Generation, yeah, man, I'm hooked. To be quite honest, I'm legitimately hooked. It's an easy show to watch. The writing is so good in it. The special effects are a little dated, but I can get past them right now. I believe it will get a lot better as well. But like, man, I've been enjoying it. Right now, what I've got going on is I'm watching WCW. I'm watching a little bit of like just like YouTube wrestling clip, like wrestling YouTubers and stuff like that, expanding my knowledge on the business. And I'm watching Star Trek Next Generation. Those are the three things that I'm kind of watching right now in my spare time that I have, and alternating between them.
I thought he'd be jumping around like a Mexican jumping bean, flying around everywhere. Just the opposite. I think that.
And a hammerlock slam.
No, the philosophy teacher is Sami Zayn. That's who the philosophy teacher is. Sami freaking Zayn. Yeah, there you go. The philosophy teacher.
And Michaels again. Again, more damage. Being
Your science teacher could be
this match like
the Fiend. The Fiend is the science teacher. Come on. How funny would that be? The Fiend as the science teacher.
figured for sure he'd do. Completely opposite.
Mixing back and forth with Bray Wyatt. Like just switching back and forth. There you go.
the Heartbreak Kid.
R-Truth would have to be the principal. R-Truth has to be the principal in this school. What a funny principal that would be.
He gave one of those Slammy Awards to Jose Lothario, didn't he?
Matter of fact, he did. He dedicated one of them to him.
Vince McMahon could be the director of education because they suck. And
Another one. Wow. Michaels. Look at this.
He's losing it. He's losing
nah, the principal not gonna be Vince. I'm keeping Vince out of our school. He's higher than the people in the school. He's that guy. He's the evil mastermind above everything that is That is the person saying, oh, we're learning this because we're going to alienate this part from our history, and we're going to take this out of the textbook because it doesn't match up with our views right now, and we're going to change this about this, and we're going to change this history, and we're not going to publicize this work to our students because we don't want them having this bit of information. We're going to brainwash them this way and this way, and we're going to direct the curriculum in this direction so that we make sure we have full control over their learning and that they only learn what we want them to learn. Wah-ha-ha-ha-ha! That's Vince McMahon. That's Vinnie Mac. Ricochet's the gymnastics teacher. Absolutely. Vicky Guerrero, the vice principal. Yes, please. Vicky Guerrero as the vice principal. Miz as the teacher for theater class. Well, there you go. Bret Hart working Shawn Michaels. Oh, did he just step on his face? He did. Yikes.
That's why he's the excellence of execution.
And look at this. Bret Hart is in such pain he cannot capitalize on that escape. Bret Hart.
Steve Taylor says, Jesus. Yeah, sometimes I do wonder why you guys watch me. I really do. Especially when I get going in these weird ways like this. I know it's probably mildly entertaining, but...
Moving that elbow and shoulder in areas that in places it's not supposed to be.
The Rock teaching home ec. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Adam Pearce as the hall monitor. The school nurse. School nurse. Is there been a nurse? It's got to be Bailey. Bailey, there you go. Bailey as a school nurse. Actually, no, that's stupid. Nah, Bailey's not a nurse. Who's the nurse, guys? Alexa Bliss? Says Dave Rua. Oh. Sasha Banks as a school nurse. Bailey's totally the receptionist. Like, Bailey is totally the receptionist. Cool. Yeah, we got a full-on school here, guys. The WWF school. What else would you have? Your math teacher. Scott Steiner. Yes, please. Yes, please. If this school becomes a thing, Scott Steiner is the math teacher. Please. Yes. What other subjects do we have? We have English. Imagine like Angel Garza or like somebody whose main language isn't English teaching English. And imagine somebody whose main language isn't Spanish teaching Spanish. Like, you can cut the joke that the English and the Spanish teachers got their classes mixed up and they got the wrong teacher. You know what I mean? Something like that they could do along those lines. Asuka is the English teacher. Oh, my, that would... Okay, like, I don't know if that would be offensive in any way, shape, or form. It probably... Somebody would be offended, but I think it would be more so funny than anything. That would be funny. Matt Riddle as a Spanish teacher. There you go. Sure, why not? Why not? Your history teacher can be... Oh, the referee is down.
And right into the referee, too. Everybody down. See, I don't agree with this at all.
Yeah, I don't know, but it looks like we got something fun here. French teacher Kevin Owens. Let's get Kevin Owens as our French teacher. Big power slam from Bret Hart, or to Bret Hart, from Shawn Michaels, kick out. Austin Creed, Xavier Woods. I don't mind that one for the history teacher. There you go. William Regal. Oh, man. There you go. William Regal would have to be in something. Oh, pile driver. Kick out by Shawn. I'll tell you one thing, though. Kenny Omega most certainly will not be your construction teacher. Kenny Omega most certainly will not be the construction teacher. Most certainly not. Yeah, I think we need a janitor. And then other than that, like, we're just starting to get into random things. The janitor. Randy Orton's the janitor. There you go, Kakapopo, you win. Randy Orton is the janitor. There you go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's so good. And then we got the 5-bomb here from Jason Barker saying Andrade could be the Spanish teacher if you want to have him do something in the WWE. Well, yeah, at this point, though, most likely knowing WWE, they would cancel the Spanish class somehow. Art teacher? Let's go with Jeff Hardy.
Andrade could be the Spanish teacher if you want to have him do something in the WWE.
Oh, Michaels flying through the air. Man, good match. 27 minutes remaining in it. Who's teaching driver's ed? They all seem to be terrible at driving. Not gonna be Jey Uso. Good conversation here, guys. Wow, lovely conversation that we had. But what's incredible to me, everybody, is that this live stream right here, these throwback live streams, actually are more popular than our Impact Wrestling live streams. So thank you guys very much for tuning into them. I really do appreciate it because I wasn't sure how this was going to go. I wasn't sure how the throwbacks were going to be received. And it seems like you guys are really enjoying it. Man, with 25 minutes still remaining in this matchup, Bret Hart just firing away on Shawn Michaels over and over. The current score is 0-0. If you guys are enjoying the show, though, give me a big thumbs up right here in the live chat. Also making sure you actually leave a thumbs up here on this video. Deep into the cover, count of 2, kick out. And there's an elbow to the top of the head of Bret Hart.
Double play action, double feature action. Watch this. Unbelievable. Talk about a high-risk maneuver. Michaels taking it to the hitman. And back now. Another look at it. Look out, let's come back now. Here we go.
The school bully is AJ Styles. Sure. That'd be kind of funny. Omasa's security. All right. Chuck Francesco dropping a $2.79 donation. Thank you, buddy. He's asking me, what's my favorite face of Foley? Favorite face of Foley? Probably... It's probably Mankind, right? Or Cactus Jack. It's not Dude Love. Mankind?
If he puts Bret Hart out, what do you have to do? You have to wait till he revives, or what do? You just continue
Mankind?
count him out, or can you pin him one after another?
Yeah, Mankind. Mankind's my favorite. Thank you so much there, Chuck. How about you? What's your guys' favorite?
Well, Bret Hart wouldn't be out for long, I wouldn't think.
And then we got ourselves a 5-bomb here from Jason Parker. He says, embrace division. Seth Rollins could be the philosophy teacher. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Steve Taylor says, man, that school would be fun. Kind of batshit crazy, but still fun. It'd be so fun. But with that, my friends, we've got ourselves a new boss.
Embrace division. Seth Rollins could be the philosophy teacher.
The Vision. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. You were trying to say actually the Vision. Embrace the Vision. But you came Oh my good god. So you didn't actually mean to type embrace division. I legitimately thought you did there, man. It is actually funnier that you said embrace division because that's such a heel thing for a philosophy teacher, right? Embrace division. That's what I thought you were saying. All right, man. Embrace da vision. I see what you're saying. You're using the voice. Man, Shawn Michaels was sent up and over top and down to the outside. We need a lunch lady. Nia Jax. Nia Jax is the lunch lady. Anytime you get too close, or anytime that she makes something spicy, she would say, oh, right there into the corner. The detention person would either be Samoa Joe or Bobby Lashley. How about the Boogeyman in detention? I'm the Boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you. That was the worst impression ever. I apologize. Actually, no, detention would be Mae Young's hand. The hand that she gave birth to. That would be what's in detention. The hand all grown up. Like, literally, guys, Mae Young's hand grown up.
I'm told we'll take another look at what is likely to cost Shawn the first decision. Look at that.
So, this would be your detention teacher in this school, all right? This would be your detention teacher. This guy right here. He's looking after you in detention. There's no doubt about it. In this WWE school. He's your detention monitor. Oh! Who's going over in the school, though, Con? What did we start off with this whole schooling thing? It was Braun Strowman. It was Braun Strowman. I totally forgot. It was Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. That's how this whole thing started. Talking about how we could make their feud more entertaining. That's how we could make their feud more entertaining. There we go. With everything we just said, that's how you make Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon more entertaining. Oh, my. 20 minutes remain, and it's still 0-0.
40 minutes into this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and surprisingly, there has not been a decision. There hasn't been a count out. There hasn't been a disqualification, much less a pin or a submission.
These guys are going to work, but now they've got 20 minutes ahead of them. This is even more than like a regular TV match that they're getting still. We're going to probably start to see this match pick up. It wasn't bad at all. It had its moments. But now I bet you these last 20 minutes, maybe even last 15 minutes, are going to be very exciting. You know what? Credit where credit is due. I was told that this pay-per-view is not that good before watching it. It's not been that bad. It feels like it could belong in the current day and age for pay-per-views. It really does. Some really good wrestling, a bit of character work, a burial of an upcoming superstar, a showcase of an upcoming superstar, a cinematic match, and then a mixed, like, you know, 6-man tag team match. It legitimately feels like it could have been a match or a pay-per-view that happened in this day and age. Legitimately, this feels like a current day and age pay-per-view. Oh, sorry, everybody. Yawning away over here. Yawn galore. That was a big back body suplex there to Shawn Michaels. How many people here in this live chat have wrestled before? Actually legitimately wrestled. Been trained, went in a ring, had a match, had experience. How many people here have actually done that? I think Jason Dreamer has, and I know Lou Dog is training. I don't know about anybody else, though. Just looking here, seeing if anybody has. Oh, Shawn Michaels up to a vertical position now. Right hand to the midsection there of Bret Hart. Another right hand. Gonna get into it when you're old enough. Fair enough. Yes, Jason Dreamer, you have. You've been in fights there, Messiah. Well, all right. Right hand there from Bret Hart to Shawn Michaels.
Michaels, of course, wants that dream to come true here at WrestleMania. And Michaels,
awesome, King of Fate. Looking forward to seeing you and your career blossom. Had a friend who's seen his training, injuries, and bang. Yeah, just not for you there, Dave Rue. Fair enough. That's awesome, King of Fate. Rooting for you, buddy. Yeah, that would be something that I would love to see from anybody who is an aspiring wrestler here in the community. If you guys ever wish to share videos of you training, of you learning the ropes, of you doing some moves or something like that, please feel free to send a video to me over on Twitter. Please feel free to share some photos of you training or anything like that. I would love to keep the community up to date on some upcoming wrestlers from this community, because I look at the amount of subscribers that we have at 126,000, closing in on 127,000. And I got to think to myself, there's got to be at least one wrestler in there, right? There's got to be at least one person who wants to train. There's got to be at least one person who's going to want to send some videos or photos. So let's do it, right? Let's share it. I can pull it up over on the Twitter, guys. I can all that. And we can follow along your career, maybe get some more name value for you guys as well. I don't know. Anything that we can do to kind of support this community. Yeah, Shawn hit those steel steps pretty hard. Pretty hard. That guy, Hunter Gray, he's a wrestler. Could be wrong, though. Yeah, Hunter Gray. That's what he says. I've never seen, obviously, any firsthand stuff from him, but he did say that. Let me look him up. Hunter Gray wrestler, the world's largest wrestling database. Your comment, Hunter Gray. Here, let's see him. Comment on Hunter Gray. Tag teams, the Pillars of Destiny with Paul Titan.
Sharpshooter time. I think you're right. I think it's time. Bret Hart with Michaels now.
Matches. So let's see here. Promotions he's faced.
He got him. No, he didn't. He did not get him.
Interesting. PPW, Joey's Terrifying Memorial Show. He has only done the job so far, I believe. Oh no, he's actually picked up 2 wins in his career. Well, there you go. 2 wins in his career. You like to see it there from Hunter Gray. Yeah, and I'll definitely try to pull up any videos that you guys send our way, especially during videos or streams like this, like our Tuesday streams. We have all the time in the world to share your guys' stuff, right? We have all the time to share the community, just as we have an old wrestling pay-per-view on in the background. That's the purpose of these streams, to be able to communicate with you guys a little bit more and to just kind of joke around, mess around, and have a good time. Who's Canada's top indie star? Great question, actually. Who is Canada's top indie wrestling star? Canada top indie wrestling star. Excusez-moi. So, this right here was written in 2016. So let's go. List of independent wrestling promotions in Canada. 2011. Top 50 Canadian wrestlers. This is 2014. Here's an interesting one. 10 independent wrestlers AEW should sign in 2021. So let's look for Canada. Oh, Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey. Yeah, Mike Bailey. God, he's good. Holy crap, Mike Bailey is really good. What happened to him? Hang on. He was all over the place. I forgot all about him. What happened to Mike Bailey? Another timeline, Mike Bailey would already be a top star in the major U.S. promotion. Unfortunately, work visa issues in 2016 saw the Canadian athlete banned from the States for 5 years. That's what happened. He was banned from the States for 5 years. Holy crap. In 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20. He's right around the corner. Yo! Setback didn't slow Speedball down, though, as he continued to play his craft through Europe and Japan, stealing shows with a captivating combination of martial arts strikes and high-flying lucha libre. With his U.S. ban set to be lifted in the coming months, Bailey should be a top prospect for AEW. Wow. Mike Bailey, man. I didn't realize that's what was holding him back. I don't know if there's any other Canadian wrestlers on this list. I don't think there is. So yeah, Mike Bailey, definitely. I would say he's got to be one of the top ones. Yeah, Speedball. Let's see what he's up to right now. Pro wrestling, so
I don't think that's what he's saying at all. I think Michaels is out. His face.
It's not up to date.
Bruised terribly. Oh. And look, whatever it is, it's taken. Well, look, Bret Hart can't capitalize.
So, in March 2016, Bailey attempted to travel to Florida to compete for Evolve. Bailey was stopped by U.S. Border Control, who found that he had no work visa, and Bailey was subsequently banned from entering the U.S. for the next 5 years. Wow.
There's only 10 minutes left in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Bret Hart yet to go for the sharpshooter. Shawn Michaels has tried to go for the sweet chin music with that.
Con, you do realize you didn't mention Ethan Page. That's because Ethan Page is not an independent wrestler right now. He's signed to AEW, so technically speaking, he's not on the independent scene. Otherwise, Ethan Page would have been on the top of my list. No doubt about it. All right.
Michaels must make a move. He must try to escape.
I have a dummy at home that I do moves on, but I'm incredibly green because I haven't been in an actual ring because of the pandemic. So therefore, I've not learned how to bump properly yet. Well, Big Tiger, keep us up to date with your journey, man. Keep us up to date. We got 9 minutes remaining in this match, guys. It's still tied 0-0. Incredible match. Really an incredible match. Look up Jay the Key Evans. Okay. Jay the Key Evans. Who is he?
Can you imagine what? Who's totally exhausted. Michael's the younger of the two.
Oh, he's from Grimm's Toy Show. Really? Okay.
And again, see, Michael's pulling Bret's hands down.
Where's he from?
He can breathe.
Yeah. But right now, at this point, 8 minutes, 33 seconds left. You got to go one quick fall by either one of them. You can get a quick fall or...
And that's going to be the whole match.
That's right. Then all you got to do at this point is just run. I mean, stay away from your opponent. Put in the deep freeze, you got the victory.
Interesting. I don't know where he's from. Jay the Key Evans.
Applying more pressure on Michaels, but at least not as much on the lower back.
Is he Canadian? What is he?
Michaels trying to get to his feet.
Yeah, but that's almost a form of a sleeper hold. You see how he's got that neck grip to the side.
Really good to hear that Grimm's promotion is producing some good stuff as well. I don't know much about it. I've never actually went out of my way to watch his stuff, like Grimm's Toy Show, or GTS. But still, it's cool to see that people are developing through that, and it's actually kind of a launching pad for some people. From New Jersey. Okay, gotcha. Hey, TCS Gaming. Good to see you, man. Says, hopefully you're enjoying this pay-per-view. This Mania is one of your favorites. Good to hear, man. Yeah, I was told before this pay-per-view happened that it was one of the worst of all time, and it really isn't. It really isn't. I've thought this show here has been fairly good. It feels like it could belong in the current day and age. Whether that's a good thing or bad, I don't know.
Shawn Michaels sure doesn't look much like that 12-year-old kid that had that dream of being a champion one day, does he?
You remember Mike Bailey from the British scene. Is that why he stopped wrestling? He stopped wrestling because, well, I mean, he hasn't stopped wrestling, I don't believe. He might have stopped wrestling, I don't know. But he had work visa issues with the United States and was banned for 5 years from entering. Can you imagine being a professional wrestler and not being allowed to wrestle in America?
He tried this before, but Michaels blocked it. He hadn't stopped blocking it now.
Look up JT Dunn. You know him personally, okay. JT Dunn. Wrestler. American professional wrestler. Debuted in 2009. Worked for TNA, CZW, Beyond Wrestling, XWA, Chaotic Wrestling, and PWG. Also wrestled in Europe for West Side Extreme Wrestling. Neat. Is that where he's currently at? He hasn't... Oh, present. Beyond Wrestling. Okay, so he's in Beyond Wrestling right now. All right. Cool. Yeah, neat. Cool. Oh, by the way, guys, I want to pull up a funny thing right here. I tweeted this out last night, but at this point, I think I just want to share it with you guys. Best friends. Best friends. Best friends. Look at the best friends. Best friends. Oh, my.
Got to go for the sharpshooter. He's got to go for it.
And Michaels on his back.
Grimm was supposed to hold his first live event last year, which was his biggest show of the year, but the pandemic delayed it, and it still is because of it. Damn, eh? Damn. Hey, Rebecca Helfritz, good to see ya. And he wrestled for PCWA, Jason Dreamer.
But Bret Hart trying to get to his feet. I can't believe Bret Hart could get up after that. I can't imagine Michaels had it. We didn't even do a drop kick. And he nailed Bret Hart. And the ropes holding up Bret Hart. Otherwise, he'd be down.
At this point, no. Oh my good God. I'm not going to get into this. At this point, it's still not completely under control. Still, things are not looking quite where they need to be. Yes, I am totally on the mindset that we want to get back to normal. But please, just don't rush this. We've been stuck in this thing for a year. Just don't rush it. Don't be stupid about it. It really seems like people are being stupid about it right now. Like, I want to get back to normal just as much as everybody, but what the frig? Take another month. Just 1 month of relaxing before we have events with fans and everything. Like, get to the summer or something. Like, just, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. Maybe that's because I'm here in Canada and we're still very much just not allowed anything, basically. But to me, it is mind-boggling that events are being considered with live fans or even having live fans when you legitimately do not have it completely under control yet. It's mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling. I want to get back to as normal as possible. I want to get back to normal. I want events. I want people to enjoy stuff. I want everybody to get back out there when it's safe, when it's right, when the time is actually right. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. It's, you wouldn't catch me at an event. You would not catch me at an event right now. God, no. Not a chance. Hey, Corey Brown, how are you? Shawn Michaels drops his elbow. And like, I get it, the vaccine is being rolled out and all that right now. I totally get it. It is a thing that is happening right now, and I want us to get back to normal. The reality is, still not under control yet. God, we went into like what, lockdown with like I think like America had something like 500 and something cases or whatever it was. And they were talking about like, oh, we need to go to lockdown, this and that, whatever. Here they are at like 50,000 cases and like, well, let's open everything up. Let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, just wait a month and then you're not going to be at 50,000. Anyways, that's my thoughts. I don't really want to be talking about it some more, right? But I would just prefer they just wait just that little bit longer, make sure things are right where they need it to be. But again, there's a reason why I'm a guy on the internet, right? There's a reason I'm just a person on the internet. I don't have any of the actual research right here. I haven't done any of it firsthand, and so I guess I'm not the person to be making opinions on it. I guess. But Shawn Michaels with 53 seconds left. Is Shawn going to be able to get the victory? $40 seconds left. Shawn all the way up. Shawn! Oh, Bret countered it. Sharpshooter. Shawn is caught in the sharpshooter with 30 seconds remaining. Is Shawn going to tap out? 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shawn doesn't tap. A 1 hour, 60-minute draw.
I don't think Michaels gave up. It doesn't really matter. Gorilla Monsoon. Doesn't matter. Bret Hart has retained.
60-minute draw. Bret Hart. Oh, wait. Gorilla Monsoon back in the ring. Bret's walking away. What a match, man.
Gorilla Monsoon talking to the officials. Howard Finkel, ring announcer. Earl Hebner, the official.
And Gorilla Monsoon going to restart it.
The 60-minute time limit has expired. However, this match has been ordered to continue
What?
under sudden death rules.
Wow.
Must be a winner.
Sudden death rules, ladies and gentlemen. Bret Hart thinking he just retained his championship. Now he's got to get back to the ring. See, Wrestling says Drew versus Sheamus could easily be a 60-minute Ironman match this Sunday. That would be so much fun. It'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? It'd be very fun to see happen. It would also be really fun to see a last man standing match between the two of them. I feel like that feels more realistic to possibly happen. But hey, you know, be good with a 60-minute Ironman match as well. But it's time for sudden death.
Was hanging on by a thread. Who knows how long he could have. It was a miracle that he hung on and did not submit to that extraordinary maneuver applied by Bret Hart.
Ring the bell, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sudden death rules. Next person to pick up the pinfall is the winner. And now we got ourselves an actual match. That's just actually incredible. They did a 60-minute prelude here to this little bit, and now this is the match. Incredible stuff, man.
However, I would question that wisdom given the condition of Michaels. Michaels would just stay out. No.
When was the last time WWE had an Iron Man match? Ooh. When was the last Iron Man match? Iron Man match. WWE. When was the last one?
Back to that lower bracket. Bret Hart is going to have to pin Shawn Michaels. You're right. I don't think he'll give up to the sharpshooter. Going to have to pin him.
Michaels now trying to put on the bricks. He did. Michaels, he got it. Shawn Michaels got it. He got him. I'm not too sure if he got all of it. Whoa!
Was it the Fatal 4-Way NXT one?
He didn't get all of it. Michaels totally fatigued. Michaels can't cover him. But he got enough.
I think it was that one, right? There wasn't any after that.
Michaels out of nowhere.
Yeah, it must be that one. The NXT one? Yeah, the NXT? Okay, yeah. The Fatal 4-Way on NXT. Oh, here we go. Here's the Iron Man match participants. Okay, so yeah, it was that one, the last one in WWE. In AEW, we had ourselves Kenny Omega defeating Pac. Scored 2-1. And we had Deonna Purrazzo defeating Jordynne Grace. 2, 3, the boyhood dream has come true. Shawn Michaels is WWF champion. What a moment for Shawn Michaels. I want to hear the call. Wow. When is the boyhood dream call? Did I miss it? It already happened. I might have spoke over top of it. cool.
Looking on his Bret Hart on his feet. And Shawn Michaels being awarded the title right in front of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Unbroken, you know what? If you choose not to get it, that's fine, but you're going to have to accept that you are putting other people at risk as a result, and if you don't get to live your life the way that you would like to, you got to have to accept that those are the consequences to it. That's what it is. That's my opinion on it. You got to take the safety of human before you take the concern of one over the health and well-being of the entire world. Yeah. You don't have to take it. You're also not going to be able to probably live life the way that you did before unless you do. All right. The boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels. I just missed it. They said it. Let me rewind it.
Only in the World Wrestling Federation, Michaels. Shawn Michaels. The boyhood dream has come true
There it is.
for Shawn Michaels.
The boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels, and that is how we are going to end the show here today, ladies and gentlemen, with the boyhood dream coming true. But that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. But man, oh man, guys, that was a really fun live stream. I had a great time watching it with you. I don't believe we watched WrestleMania 13 on this channel yet, have we? Let me double check. Let me double check that we haven't. But if we have, never mind. Back in 2017? Dear Lord. Is that seriously when we streamed it? 2017. Wow. Okay. So we have watched it on this channel here before. Back in 2017. I guess it must have been our throwback live streams back in the day. But so that means, ladies and gentlemen, we can do one of two things. One, we can stream WrestleMania 13 next week, okay? We can stream WrestleMania 13 next week. Two, we can jump to WrestleMania 14. Yeah, those are your two options. WrestleMania 13 or WrestleMania 14 next week, guys. What do you think? Say 13 or 14 here in the live chat, because in 2017 we did watch WrestleMania 13. However, completely up to you guys. I'm okay if we jump to WrestleMania 14 because we have done it on the channel. But I'll do what you guys say. Did I already stream 14? Let me double check. Nope. Lots of 14s. Lots of 14s. There is some 13s for Stone Cold Bret. We have seen that on this channel. Okay. Since it's pretty much split, I'm going to go with the one we haven't done. So we're going to do WrestleMania 14 next week, okay, everybody? So WrestleMania 14 on this channel next week. If you wish to check out my reactions to Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, that is available on my channel already from 2017. I know it's a long time ago, but hey, you can still check it out if that is up your alley. So next week, we're going to be streaming WrestleMania 14. Week after that, it will be WrestleMania 15 and yada, yada, yada. Maybe we're going to even get to WrestleMania 17 before Mania. Like, is that possible? 14, 15 will be the 30th. 16 will be the 6th. 17 will be the 13th, right? That couldn't work out any better. So yeah, there we go, everybody. That is going to be that next week. We're going to stream WrestleMania 14. There is no Impact Wrestling tonight. There's no Impact Wrestling next week. There's no Impact Wrestling the week after that. We will make our decision if Impact Wrestling continues after NXT makes up their mind if they're switching to Tuesdays or not. So, no Impact tonight. I think this pretty much covers it. The last thing that we got to do, though, is your final vote right here for the poll. Winner of the poll is Lesnar beats the streak with 45.16% of the votes. So you guys have said that's the biggest Mania moment of all time. Biggest Mania moment. So there we go, everybody. Take care. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoy Impact later tonight if you happen to watch it without me, of course. But yeah, until tomorrow, take care. Have yourself a wonderful night. I've been Con, and that was WrestleMania 12.